Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. I wasn't planning on doing a second video today, but Liz Kendall has of course stood up in Parliament in House of Commons and explained the concessions that the government have put forward for the Universal Credit and Personal Independence Payment Bill. And she also took a number of questions which kind of got the same answer, so she didn't really change her answers regardless of who was asking the questions. She was asked about people who apply now compared to people who apply in the future after November 2026. One person in particular said that his constituent has just had to apply for PIP because he's just come down with ME. He's just been diagnosed with ME. And he said, why can this person now get the normal rules, the original rules, but in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, someone with the same condition won't get the same eligibility? And I think they've been digging. Well, I think they have been digging. We talked a lot about the two-tier benefit system, and basically her argument in this has been, well, the benefit system is littered with changes for existing people, keeping things standard as existing people and changes for new people. She talked about things like the DLA and the severe disability payment and things like that, and things along that lines. But of course that's not necessarily the same thing, because people on DLA are eventually going to be moving over to PIP, and when they do, they're going to be considered new claimants. That's something that's come up as well. So for anyone who's on DLA who's going to go to PIP is going to be considered a new claimant. So they've actually said, if you, and so I think you can apply to move over to PIP sooner rather than later, which suggests to me that they are going to be putting people who change from DLA to PIP under the new rules. So obviously people who are on DLA, they're going to have to think about what they want to do. I would suggest they speak to the Citizens Advice Bureau or to a local charity that deals with their particular condition, such as multiple sclerosis. I know the MS Society do a huge amount of work with people with that condition to help them with benefits and things like that. So I would suggest, if you're on DLA and you're worried about going over to PIP, I would seek advice on that from the CAB or another organisation, because it looks like they're going to be changing over and you're going to be considered a new claim. So just to make you aware of that. Right, this is just a little insert because I forgot to talk about it during the video, but Liz Kendall made, I think, a little bit of a faux pas when talking about the reassessment process. So I'm going to put up on the screen what she said, because I can't remember verbatim now what she said, but it's something like reassessment under the new rules until November 2026, and then it's going to change, and it was a little bit ambiguous, a little bit confusing, shall we say. So it depends on how you want to read into it. Is this something which she's let slip, which is going to be going forward, or is this just a slip of the tongue? Not entirely sure. I think it might well be a slip of the tongue, but I'll let you make the decision on that and let me know down in the comment section. Again, she was asked lots of times about criteria and things like this, and she repeated that existing claimants will be protected, and that obviously there's going to be this PIP review coming up in the future. She was asked about why, if they're changing the descriptors now for the 4 points requirement on the new claimants, why are they not just waiting until the PIP review? And Liz Kendall's answer was that she wanted to try and help disabled people who can work get into work as soon as possible. It's not that, it's about saving money, but that's what she's said anyway. So that's the official line that they're going down. The reason why they're doing it now is to try and help people back into work. It's about money, but this is the line they're now beginning to roll out. I'm going to leave a link to the whole question and answer and the whole spiel on Parliament TV. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below so you can watch that at your leisure. It's a fairly long video, but obviously it means that you can sit there and listen to what she has to say and listen to the questions that are being asked. I think there are still a lot of MPs who are against this, and there are still a lot of MPs who are wondering why they're making changes now when the PIP review is going to be published before, well, they're saying before autumn next year. So why are they doing it now if they're then going to be doing a full review later on? A couple of MPs asked that question, and that must be something that's on their mind. Why are they doing this now if they're then going to possibly do it again in a year's time? And as I said, she said it's about getting people the opportunities to work. Well, we're not sure. I'm not sure about that at all. But anyway, I'll leave it for you to take a look at. Let me know what you think down in the comments section about this particular question and answer. It would be interesting to hear what you have to say. I think that it is, well, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to go along with it. I'm not entirely sure how the vote's going to go tomorrow either, but I will be making a video on it. So if you've got this far, please do subscribe so you can find out my feelings on the vote, one way or the other, tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave you with that to take a look at. Let me know down in the comment section what you think, and until the next time, I'll see you then.